Hi, it's Carol. I wanted to talk to you today about I am working on 5 books at once. And no, this is not planned, by the way. This makes no sense. However, I started working on a book in the midst of kind of getting to these epiphanies in my life. And I kept writing, and then I got to more epiphanies and more epiphanies. And I realized as I'm watching back on some of my old videos that there's been this linear process of kind of my transformational experience of realizing in each step I've gotten a little further and a little further in the understanding of what the trauma that I've experienced in my life and how it's created the me that there is. And so what I've been pissed all day, and I realized it's because I am looking at this my past. So I'm writing 5 books, but I'm also preparing for a retreat, and this retreat is I'm not sure exactly what we're calling it. We haven't like nailed that down, but pretty much out of the box, the connection between trauma and chronic pain, both emotional and physical. And it's going to be a transformational experience. It's going to be where we do all the somatic work. We're going to be doing cupping and just all this stuff. And I'm going to be telling my story. And I have never told my story. So this, I don't even know how to tell my story. And as I'm starting to recognize that's going to happen, I'm realizing it's like the process of birth. So as each story comes up in my mind, I start to write it down, and then I'm re-experiencing, even though I've healed, I'm re-experiencing something. And it's really, really powerful. I've been through horrific abuse in my life. And I just have never spoke about it. I was in therapy on and off so many years. I've been in therapy. I was in therapy so many years, and I worked it through. And then today I realized, gosh, if I really need to think about this stuff again, like there's some leftover stuff in there. You know, you peel back the onions of the layer and the layers of the onion. Okay, let me get that right. And this stuff, there was stuff that came out today. Remembering the moments of some of the stuff, we're going to need such a team that is there when I speak my story, just to make sure that they're well taken care of if anybody gets triggered. And I haven't. Did I grieve it? Hi, Laura. Yes, I grieved it, and I spent years grieving all of this stuff. I was 20 years in therapy. So I walked it through. My therapist, in fact, I'm recontacting her, the one that I originally did all this work with. And I'm going to talk it out with her a bit, because it's so long ago. So many millions of things has happened from then. You know, I became a therapist. I help others. But this is still hugely who I am. And when you've been through the kind of stuff I've been through, it's not something you want to really like, oh, let me tell you, everybody. Thank you, Tracy, for your comment. I appreciate that. It is ongoing. It's forever ongoing. But I did the work for 20 straight years. And I just kind of moved on. And I'm there for my clients, and I get to be there as a coach, and I get to be there, in the recovery world. And I get to be, hey, Charmaine. So I get to be there for people now, but this really is this epiphany of the trauma that I've experienced, both physical and emotional, has created the unique person that is me, Janice. Hi. And when I tell my story, I don't know even how I'm going to respond, because this is a big thing. And this retreat, I really see it as an amazing experience. We're planning on doing it forced home. It's going to be 2 days. Me and Steph are doing it. I'll make sure she gets tagged in this. But the 5 books I'm doing right now, I don't even know what one of them's called because Joe is going to name one of them. And I'm writing on different subjects. And the other 4 are on various stages of all the things physically and emotionally I've gone through in the last, I don't even know anymore. It's getting close to 3 months. But when I had my surgery, is November 5th, and that's when kind of the worst of that got going, and that's almost 2 months. So, I made it through. I don't do medication anymore for really any of this. Steph sending me a message. Walking through this, just preparing for the birth of telling my story in October at some point is a powerful experience, let alone the book I just finished yesterday and now it needs editing. And it's ongoing. I just wake up and I just create. And it's not me. It's my time. That's all I know. Hey, Kelly. So all I can say is that this is no joke. And I have given birth to 3 kids. Naturally, didn't mean to. Hey, Rollo. Did not want to give birth naturally. It's just my body did not accept the medication and it didn't work. So I just had to do that. And I kept having kids. Thank you, Laura. I kept having kids. So obviously I wanted to do at least have the children part. I mean, they're really cute when they're like less than 3 months old and they don't move. And then one day they go off to college and they really move. This empty nest stuff, not my cup of tea. Anyway, this creative process has been so profound for me. And I just wanted to tell you that these epiphanies that I'm having are just like never ending right now. And I guess we have these moments that we get to in our lives. And as I watch all the videos that I've been doing, I realize I have prepared myself for every step of this and didn't know it. And it's amazing to me that how do you not know that this is all going on? But I looked back at a video I did 6 months ago. It's called Hurt People, Hurt People. And I watched it and went, gosh, I'm not even that girl. I'm not even that same girl anymore. But I was then, and that was only 6 months ago. And I was listening to myself talking about trauma and talking about different layers of it that just kind of stuck with me until I realized that unmasking therapy, yes, it is a God thing, unmasking therapy and a transformational experience, that is what I am about. That is hands down. And right now, by the way, guys, I'm looking to create an army. And that's of coaches and therapists that have a heart in the way that I have a similar heart. I'm finding so many people so similar to me that want to see recovery, want to work with trauma in a way that is not like necessarily like a therapist, but something where where people can be, kind of like, what do you call that? The infantry that is on the ground. The ground soldiers. I need ground soldiers. So if we can find those, I need a whole army and I need them across the United States, and I need to train them in the way that I do transformational work so that we can be out there making a difference with people that are doing addictions of all sorts, that are like using as all the 12-step programs basically are symptoms. And I need people to help with those symptoms, but go underneath. And as I start to unfold this, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I'm giving birth, and I thank God I want to have a baby out of this. You're a great ground soldier, Laura. Absolutely. You're hired. And also, you're really good at training me to eat and drink when I'm supposed to. And look what I got here. You'd be so proud. Watermelon water. See, I'm drinking. And I just had my soup. It's right here. Just finished my chicken soup. So don't say I don't learn, because Laura is the one that hands down kept me alive throughout this time. Anyway, you guys have a good night. Happy New Year. It's 2019. This is my year. This is my year. And this is so many of our years. So let's make this the year where, you know, we make the hugest leap of faith and the hugest difference. And I will see you on the flip side of whatever a new epiphany I get to. Have a great day.